Hey guys, new video for you today. We're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. And so your learning target is that you can multiply and divide decimals by 10 and 100 and 1,000 by shifting the decimal point. And so you need some skills already for us to be able to do that. And so you need to be able to multiply whole numbers and decimals by powers of 10. So that's like numbers like 10, 100, 1,000, etc. You need to understand decimal place value. You need to know that multiplication and division are opposite operations. And you need to know or that you can read decimals in terms of smallest place value. So again, that means that if a decimal has two numbers after the decimal point, you know that that's in hundreds. And so here we're going to start just with a base 10 model. We know that we're going to make this represent one whole, just there's one place value of 1. So then one strip of that would be 0.1, and then one box of that would be 0.01. So this is a hundredths block is going to represent 1, a tenths block is going to represent 0.1, and then one of these little squares, 0.01. So what we're going to do is use that base 10 model to divide by 10. And so we're asked to write the decimal equation below the pictures. And again, I will let you pause it if you want now, and you can answer it on your own, figure it out, and then pick it back up after. And so here we go. So here we have 2.0 divided by 10, and what that's going to equal is 0.2, because each of these blocks is going to get divided up into 10 equal sections. All right, so this one is 0.4 divided by 10, and that's going to equal 0.04. And then thirdly, this one is going to equal 3.1 divided by 10, and that is going to equal 0.31. So this is something that we did on our previous video, but when we move the decimal point to multiply by 10, we move it to the right. And so it goes one spot to the right. And then what number goes in the blank? Nothing, it's 342.5. But in this blank, we have 34.25 times 10 equals 342.5 because it moves one place to the right. Now what we have to understand is that division is actually the opposite operation, so the decimal place is going to go right back. If it's divide by 10, then this decimal place, and I'll just draw it out, this decimal is going to go one spot to the left, and so our answer is going to again be 34.25. So that's what we did, we moved the decimal place. So, as I said a second ago, division is the opposite of multiplication. It undoes the effects of multiplication. So when you multiply by 10, you move the decimal one point to the right. When you divide by 10, you're going to move it back to the left. So then some practice here. You can pause it and pick it up after you've tried the questions on your own. So we have 14.5 divided by 10, which is going to be 1.45. 64.8 divided by 10 is 6.48. 9.22 divided by 10 is 0.922. And 0.16 is 0.016, because again, all the decimal places go one spot to the left. So then we can fill in the blank here. We have 5.831 times 100, and so that we remember from the previous video that the decimal goes two spots to the right, so it's 583.1. So then if we move it, if we divide by 100, then it's the opposite. It's going to go two spots, and so then our answer is again going to be 5.831. So the equations are there in the same fact family. To multiply by 100, we're going to move the decimal point two places to the right, and then dividing by 100, we move it two places the other way to the left. So again, here's some exercises. Take a moment and pause it, work them out on your own, and then you can pick it up after that. So if we're going to divide 14.5 by 100, it goes 2 places to the left, so we get 0.145. Here we have 464.8 divided by 10. That's going to give us 46.48. 9.22 divided by 100, 2 places to the left, 0.0922. And then 0.6 divided by 100. Decimal place goes 2 places to the left, so 0.006. All right, so we are going to find 67 divided by 10. Now we know that, let's see, I'll just put a little dot. I didn't do that. Nope. So we know that there is like a decimal place there. And if we're going to divide by 10, what we're going to do is we're going to move that decimal 1 place to the left. Okay, so I want to divide by moving the decimal point, but I don't see one, so I've drawn one in and then moved it to the left. Right, so if I have 18 divided by 100, there's a decimal place here, and we're going to make it go 2 places to the left. So then I can write the answer would be 0.18. This one, there's a decimal place right here, and I'm going to make it move again 2 places to the left. So that's going to go over here. So then my answer is 19.87 after I divide it by 100. Okay, so some exercises. You can pause it and pick it up after. We have 236 divided by 10 is going to give us 23.6. Rushing ahead to the answer. 537 divided by 1,000 is going to be 0.537, moving that decimal place 3 spaces to the left. 1,230 divided by 100, I'm going to move the decimal place 2 places to the left, which is going to give me 12.30. And then 14,889 divided by 10, I'm going to move the decimal place 1 spot to the left, is going to give me 1,488.9. So then how would you shift the decimal place to divide by 1,000? There was one question on the previous slide that did that. But what we're going to get a chance to do is it's going to have to go 3 places to the left. So 1, 2, and then 3. Now we learned from our previous video about placeholder zeros. So we can add a 0 in there. So then 45 divided by 1,000 would be 0.045 after doing that moving. So again, some exercises. Pause it, pick it up after you've tried them. So we have 2,934 divided by 1,000. Decimal place goes 3 places to the left, which is going to give us 2.934. 423 divided by 1,000 will give us 0.423. 18.9 divided by 1,000 will give us 0.0189. And then 1.31 divided by 1,000 will give us 0.00131. There's a bonus question that you can do there on your own. Now remember, multiplying by 10, 100, or 1,000 makes the number bigger, so the decimal moves to the right. Dividing makes a number smaller, so the decimal place has to go to the left. If you can't remember, you can ask yourself, which way does the decimal point move when I multiply 34 times 10 equals 340? Goes to the right. Some exercises, again, you can practice them on your own and then pick it up after you pause it. So 78,678 divided by 1,000 is going to give us 78.678. 2.423 times 100 is going to make it go 2 places to the right, so that's 242.3. 18.9 divided by 10 is going to make it go 1 place to the left, so that's 1.89. 1.31 times 1,000 makes it go 3 places to the right, so that's 1,310. 6 divided by 100 makes it go 2 places to the left, so 0.06. and then 0.082 times 10 makes it go one place to the right, so that's 0.82. Some extra practice there and a bonus. I'm just going to skip that one and then go on to this one. In 10 months, a charity raises $26,575.80 through fundraising. How much does the charity raise each month on average? So what we are doing, and again, after you can pause it, I keep forgetting to do that, but you can pause it, solve it on your own, and pick it up after. But we're going to do 26,575.8 divided by 10, because it's 10 months. And so that means it's going to go one place to the left. So that's going to give us $2,657.58. That will be our final answer, and of course that's in dollars. A stack of 100 cardboard sheets is 13 centimeters high. How thick is a sheet of cardboard? So again, that is going to be 100 times 13 centimeters. And so again, we move it two places to the right. So it's going to give us 1,300 centimeters, or just to throw in a wrench, 1.3 meters. But that has to do with unit conversion, so don't worry about that one too much. A box of 1,000 nails costs $12.95. How much did each nail cost to the nearest cent? And so what we're doing is we are doing $12.95, and we're dividing it by 1,000, which means that the decimal place is going to go three places to the left, so that would be 0.01295, and that of course gets answered in dollars, as should this be in dollars. Now the actual cost of the nail, this one is not rounded. If you round it to the nearest hundredth, which is right here, it would actually be like 1 penny per nail, basically. Anyway, that's just a little aside. At this point, though, that's all for the practice, for the learning. So you can go into the book on page 28 to 30 for multiplying and dividing by powers of 10 and work on that stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video.